In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we are in the Copa Libertadores Semi Finals. It's the first leg against Neymar and Flamengo. It's David versus Goliath at the Maracana. Let's see how we get on. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you are new to the channel or have not done so already, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. It is greatly appreciated. Also leave a comment below if you think we're going to get the job done over these two legs. It is going to be split up over 2 episodes though, because there's a month in between games and about 10 Colombian matches in between as well. So before we get into this game, which was set up in yesterday's episode, so if you haven't gone and checked that out, then please do. We got past Talerias over 2 legs in that episode. We have had quite a few games in Colombia, not as many as I first thought. A couple of games got postponed due to international break, but we still played quite a few games. You can see that we've won all our league games. We've played 3 league games with being La Equidad, Deportivo Cali, both quite narrowly, and then we pumped Independiente Medellin. Suck on that, Alvaro. And also, we're still in the Colombian Cup, even though we're not focusing on it. You can see one of our losses, well, our only loss since the last episode, was in a cup game, but it was after we got a 5-1 lead in the first league. We lost the second league 2-1 at home, but we won 6-3 on aggregate, so we got through the the semi-finals, and we took on Independiente Medellin just before that league game and bet them 3-0 in that game as well. So we're in a pretty good position now to actually make the final. And that means we're still on for 5 trophies this season. If we go to our competitions tab, you can see league-wise, we're 10 points behind America de Cali, which looks really bad, but we've got 3 games in hand on them, so we can definitely close that gap. We won the first stage of the Colombian League. We won the Superliga, so the Colombian Community Shield. And we're still alive for now in the Copa Libertadores. And, of course, we've got the Colombian Cup. So this could be quite a good season. Touch wood, obviously. The one I really want to win is the Copa Libertadores, but it's going to be tough against Neymar, Danilo, the really stacked Flamengo team who we will take on. I did have a quick look at their starting 11. Tactic-wise, this is what they're expected to do. I went through this team. Most of these guys would get in our team based on scouting ratings, not by a heap. They're quite consistently like a half-star better than our players over most of the field, so they should be beating us. A few areas where they are a little bit weak, I thought, compared to us maybe. Their defence isn't the greatest, and their goalkeeper in particular is actually not that good at all. So as long as we can hold out their attack, we might actually not be too bad here. Neymar's getting on, of course, so he won't have the pace that he used to. So it's going to be an interesting tie. Obviously, they're the favourites, but I wouldn't entirely write us off. Obviously, it'll be a bit heartbreaking to lose at this point, but, I mean, it's Flamengo, it's at the Maracana first league. This is a tough task. I think this is our hardest game of the series to date. But we will get into it. We'll come back when the TV coverage starts and run you guys through the team. Okay, so here's the Flamengo team. Look at some of those names. Neymar, Danilo on the bench. Boy, they have some depth. And here is our team. We have had to put Oscar back in for an injured Wormsley. He suffered an injury a couple of weeks ago and is only just coming back, and we're at the Maracana. Flamengo in their red and black hoops with the white shorts, but we will be kicking off in our white with the green stripe down the middle, playing right to left. If we can get an away goal, I'd actually be stoked with this sort of result. Even if we lost 2-1, I'd be pretty happy with that, and if we're able to pinch a draw or a win, that would just be icing on the cake. We get the ball down the right end of the field early. Duran, they runs it into touch for a goal kick. So not a great start from our boys, but it's 0-0 early. Throw into Flamengo as we approach the 10-minute mark. It goes to Neymar and back to Lucas. What can we do to counter this dangerous attack? They do look most vulnerable in defence, as I said, but it's one thing saying it and another thing trying to keep it out. Macon on the edge of the box. His shot blocked, and Zulu, I believe that is, going to get on the end of this. Can we produce something on the counter? He'll try and play Gutierrez in here, will he? Oh, a lot of space for Gutierrez. It's in the back of the net now. They're checking this for offside, is he? Oh, I thought that looked good. personally, but they haven't put goal scorer up, so this might be offside. It is offside. Oh, Zulu just needed to play that a second sooner. That would have been a heck of a start. You could see it coming a mile away, but he just waited and, he's a stride off. That's unlucky. If this was proper VAR, they probably would have found a way for the defender's arm to play on side there, but that's unfortunate. But it's still 0-0 after 18 minutes. Throw in to Flamingo. Neymar's got a yellow card and so has Perez. I might have to tell the boys to go in a bit harder on Neymar because of that. Now they find Jonafas on out wide here and he's in a lot of space, but his shot is blasted wide. Not many chances in this first half, still 0-0. Goal kick to Flamingo as we come up to the 40-minute mark. A pretty quiet first half. They had one good chance. We had a really good chance, but just offside was Gutierrez when he buried the ball in the back of the net. Fair to say we have looked more likely to score, but not from any highlights, although Neymar's in nicely there. Gets past one of our defenders now. Lucas with a cross. It's over to Jonafas. Lara, though, covering, and it will remain 0-0 as we approach half-time. Not bad at the moment. And that is half-time. Going to be honest, it's not been the most exciting game, and I don't really have a backup plan today because it's such a big gap until the next leg of this tie. But Flamingo might be having more shots, but we were really close to getting a goal, just ruled out because of offside. Our attacking play is not the best rating, so that's something we need to keep an eye on, but I'm actually pretty happy with that half. We're not doing badly here at all, so tell the boys that I'm actually quite happy with their performance and get their heads up, and we'll see if the remaining attackers around Gutierrez can improve. Yeah, just a shame Zulu didn't put that ball in just a touch sooner for Gutierrez, and we might be looking at a 1-0 lead here, but as long as we can hold on for another 45 minutes, I will actually be really happy with this. Flamingo getting down in our half early. Nice block on Neymar, and we get the ball back 0-0 early in the second half. We're up to the 55-minute mark. Perez is on a yellow card with quality in this opposition team, Flamingo today. I'm going to take him off and get someone who can actually make some tackles without worrying about it. Mancia is going to have to come into the side for the second leg too because he is going to be suspended now. Perez will make that change, and it's still 0-0 though as we approach the hour mark, and Neymar is off. Free kick to Flamingo as we approach the hour mark. It's been pretty quiet so far. Jonafas getting in the box. That shot blocked. What can we do? Can we keep them out? It's a header from Vital, but over the bar. Still 0-0. Not bad for us though. 63 minutes gone now. I'm going to take Oscar off for Mosquera. He's the one who's having a bit of a stinker at the moment, so we'll make that change. Nothing else we can really do at the moment, but as I said, I'm not too worried about this result at all, even though it's been a pretty dull game for you guys to watch. Still half an hour to go, and it's still tied up. Throw into Atletico Nacional, only 24 minutes to go. We try and find Gutierrez cut out, but not that far. Mosquera with a shot just wide, and they bring Pellegrino on for Ronaldo, still 0-0. Okay, Palaza has just picked up a yellow card, so I think that will be our final substitution for now. We'll bring Patino on for him. We'll see if we can just get a goal, or even, to be fair, as I said, the 0-0 isn't bad. Only quarter of an hour left, though. Free kick to Flamingo with quarter of an hour to go. It's short to Jonafas, blocked, but there's no one there to clean it up for us. Now Lucas, now Mauricio in space, back to Vital. And Hull trying to show someone down. Macon with a shot that Lara tips over the bar. They're getting chances at Flamingo, but not as good as ours, I don't feel. And it's still 0-0 with 10 minutes to go. Throw into Flamingo, only 5 minutes left. Not the most entertaining game, as I said, but I'm quite happy, if I'm honest. It's Pellegrino with the ball, though. They do still have time to do something here. Flamingo, but we're certainly giving them a good game now. Pellegrino back on the ball. Vences, Eda. They try and break our defence down. Not the best range in our defence, but to be fair, I'm actually quite happy with how they're playing now. It's a long clearance out to Lyanco. And they might be building something here. This is a long highlight, which has me worried, and they have got the ball back. Vital out to Aton Lucas. De Araceta, Macon. What can they do? The favoured side, Flamingo, in their home league. It's across for Pellegrino. It's really soft from our defenders. Oh, it's a bit of a heartbreaker, but 1-0, still not terrible. Just a bit ticked off about what our defenders were doing there because I'm not sure who missed that header. It's a bit disappointing. Lucas puts this ball in. I'm not sure who missed the header there. It looks like it might be Cerna. It is. He isn't coming up clutch for us at the moment. You can have the odd shocking moment. 1-0. That's a bummer. Throw in late here to Atletico Nacional. Only 1 minute of regulation time to go. Can we get an equaliser back? And more importantly, a crucial away goal. Angel keeps that in. Over to Mancia off the bench. Angel again. Just keep possession here, boys. Over to Julan. Play that in for Boya. Here's a shot, but that's pretty soft straight at Andrada. And we now are in injury time. We're about to enter it. Long ball from Andrada, and Jonafas is able to get on the end of that far too easily for Flamengo. Inside the box, plays that back to Edo. A long shot, hits the post. Oh, we're starting to get lucky, but it remains 1-0 Flamengo in this first leg. In the last 20 seconds, Flamengo on the attack again. I think our best chance might have been that goal that was ruled out for offside, but they might have another chance here. Lucas, as we approach injury time, we hid that one clear. Shame we couldn't do it earlier. And that is full time. As I said, not the most entertaining game, but we don't have a backup plan. And we are actually still in the tie, only 1-0 down. Yeah, shame that Gutierrez goal didn't stand. He was only just offside. Zulu playing the ball slightly late. A little bit disappointing, you'd have to say, from our guys. And those ratings aren't great. Serna letting us down a little bit with the header that he missed that resulted in the Flamingo goal. But a pretty even match. And we can definitely take a lot of heart from that game as we get into the second leg at our home ground in just over a month's time. I think we're going to just say we gave it our best effort. I still think our boys might still have a shot here. That was probably one of the toughest tasks we've had as a team to date, and we certainly did not disgrace ourselves. But yeah, that's not a terrible result. As I say, 1 goal down. It's a shame we didn't get an away goal, but not the end of the world. Palaza and Gutierrez need a rest. We'll sort that out in a second. So, yeah, as I said, probably not the greatest game to watch, but we're not in a bad spot, even though we lost that game. We will come back for the second leg. The only other thing we might come back for in the meantime, we'll just check the rules and what works out with the final. So we'll come back for that second leg. We might also have to work around perhaps a Colombian Cup final, because that is over 2 legs around that time as well. So it is going to be interesting. You'd think we're going to make it through to that with a 3-0 lead against Independiente Medellin, who are in a bit of bother. If we go back to the league table, we have to go down a bit. They are in 11th, although they do have a few games in hand on teams just like we do. But yeah, we're going to come back around that Flamingo game, and you might also get some Colombian Cup action, but not the most entertaining game. But we're right in this tie that will finish in a month's time, and we could still perhaps be on for 5 trophies this season. But if you did enjoy today's episode, then make sure to leave a thumbs up on it. If you have not done so already, then please do hit that subscribe button and also turn that notification bell on to keep up to date with the Hexagon challenge here, with all those games in between. The Flamingo one coming up, it might be 1 or 2 days until that next episode does come out, just by the time I play through all those. And until I see you for that Flamingo game and maybe a Colombian Cup final, enjoy the rest of your day.